Hey, everybody, and welcome back to the Spring Loaded Football Podcast, where each and every week we discuss all things Spring League football. We cover the USFL, XFL, X League, past Spring Leagues. Guys, we talk it all. Let's bring in my co host for the week. And what's going on, guys?
How's it going?
Good, good, always good.
Yep. Well, guys, this week we're going to be talking about the recent signings from the USFL to the NFL, and there's plenty to talk about.
Oh yeah, a lot.
Yeah. And they keep adding every day.
It looks like the league. It looks like the league fulfilled their goal of getting players to the NFL.
Oh, for sure. Yeah. I mean, some players I didn't think would get signed to an NFL team have been signed,
Yeah,
And
players
unfortunately,
that
we
should.
lost a lot of our good ones.
Yeah, that's
Well,
true. It's gonna be a different USFL next year.
you still got some good ones here though.
Yeah.
Right.
We all know the signings because we've been keeping up with it. How shocked is everybody that Scooby Wright hasn't been signed yet?
Very, very,
I'm
very.
very shocked, but I think it's because he got injured right there at the second half of the season.
Still, the guy's got
But
a lot of potential.
Got talent. Yeah.
Yes, a lot of it.
so we're ready to get to looking at some of these players that we won't be seeing probably next year.
Yeah, let's pull up some slides and let's talk about these guys.
The United
We'll,
States
st- we'll start off with Birmingham here.
Oh yeah, number one in your heart.
That's right, champs.
Whoop, whoop.
There's Gates. I told y'all he would be getting signed.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I mean, sadly it's to the Bears, but he
The
might
Bears.
actually, he might actually make the team, So
He might be the team.
yeah, he might be the team. The
And
same
Tay
thing with
Hayes
Hayes, going to Carolina, these guys have real chances of making the team, So,
Oh yeah. And then
They won't
moving
be on
on,
the practice squad.
nobody's shot right here with Bolden being signed.
no, he was the
Oh,
one
no.
guy I thought would get signed. And tell you the truth, guys, I think he'll be starting on the special teams, punt returning for the team opening day.
He has the most upside, I think, of anybody that can play
Yeah.
multiple positions
Right, he's versatile.
Yeah.
because they can receive.
Yep.
He can do special teams, kickoffs, punts. He's kind of
And
like
to
the
me-
total package.
And to me, he fits well with their quarterback. Kyler Murray, is a option like quarterback. It's got a lot of speed and stuff, and Bolden's got a ton of speed.
Yeah.
So
Oh yeah. And then Costin got signed by the Steelers,
it's
and
not
he
a
was the
bad team.
big part of that defense.
Yeah, that's not a bad team to get signed to.
No, they just ain't got a quarterback.
Not right now. Yeah.
And continuing on with Birmingham,
Good old
the
Green
tight
Bay.
end Sage Osiris Mitchell going to Green Bay.
Yeah.
And that's a good pick
So-
for Mitchell to go to because you got Aaron Rodgers up there.
Yeah, man, I was about to say, man, even if you're not the starter, but you're coming in to play, Rodgers will get it to you,
Yeah.
So
Yeah. Yeah, you ain't dealing with the bad quarterback that can't get you the ball.
right, he's gonna. If you're open, man, you better be ready because it's gonna be coming your way.
And now we move into some of New Orleans signees.
Yeah.
And Slaughter, it's not a shot that he got signed by somebody.
No, and he played during the Hall of Fame game and done pretty well,
Yeah.
Even
And
though
Sam was good.
he might be backing up Trevor Lawrence in Jacksonville. I don't know who their other quarterback options are, but
If Trevor Lawrence keeps playing the way he is, Slaughter might be starting.
well, yeah. Well, you never know. They got a new coach and stuff. Since Urban Meyer didn't last long. So,
I think Slaughter would have done better under Urban Meyer.
well,
Wayne, do you still think he needs that visor though?
No, that was some bull crap. Let's see how he does with that clear visor in the NFL, and then we'll talk.
yeah,
Canella and Brown got signed from New Orleans.
yeah.
The Packers are trying to pick up some targets, it looks like.
Well, I mean, the Packers lost their best receiver in the offseason, traded him away, and they need some targets, and you know, there's only so many people to pick from in the NFL, so why not sign some of these guys?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, do you think it's better to go after guys like this than try to find some free agents because you've seen what they can do in the spring and know what they can do instead of what last year was?
Well, that, and I think they're probably going to be cheaper. I don't think they're going to want as much money as these, free agent NFL talents. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that
And
might be a big deal. So
Yeah. And here's a picture of Canella practicing with the Packers.
yeah,
It looks like he caught the ball there.
yeah, that's good.
so he's wearing his protective headgear there.
Yeah,
Yeah. Then we're moving on to New Jersey signings here.
yeah.
It's not a shocker Perez went somewhere.
No, I mean, Perez had NFL backup experience. Pretty much. I think he played for LA or was signed to him. A couple years ago. You know, he's not going to be the starter, obviously, but he could probably be the backup.
Mm-hmm.
If quarterback goes down,
Well, you got to
he
look
could
up. I
step
mean,
up
their quarterback's Matthew
because
Stafford. And
how
he's
old is
been.
Stafford?
I about to say he's played for a while. He's nursing a elbow injury or an arm injury. He's looked good during practice, but you take one good shot and anybody could be out.
Yeah. And then Neal went to the Commanders,
Yeah.
or Washington Commies, if you look on Twitter.
Washington Football Corporation team.
Yeah.
Copy.
And then here we go with some more
Talk to
signings. I don't think anybody shot Turpin got a look.
No, I mean he was what the overall player of the year or
MVP.
something like that. MVP. Dallas needs some talent.
Dallas
They
needs
need a
anything right
miracle.
now.
Yeah, yeah. Dallas needs Jimmy Johnson. That's what they need. So,
They need to get him back up, get him as the
yeah,
head coach there.
right.
Maybe get Aikman Smith out of retirement, Michael Irvin, Deion Sanders from coaching. Then they might
Yeah,
have a chance.
yeah, maybe. And if you rewind 35 years ago, so
That is true. Very true.
But how sad is it? Because we all grew up during the Cowboys era.
oh yeah, yeah.
They were the dynasty back then. How sad is it to see them the past 20 years or more?
It's been rough, man. They've had glimpses of greatness, even with Romo. Romo was a hell of a quarterback, but
Don't get the
no,
playoffs.
yeah, yeah, but that was a problem, and a lot of it's probably Jerry Jones, but coaching could be.
99.9% Jerry Jones.
Yeah, well, you got to look at the coaches too. I mean, you had Jason Garrett coach him forever, and we saw him last on commentating the USFL games. So,
Hey, you got to
But
do what
speaking
you
of
got to do.
Cowboys, if you remember, we got to see Daryl Johnston, and
Yep.
he waved at us.
Yeah,
That was pretty cool to me
that
because
was
I watched
awesome,
him
man.
for years.
Oh yeah, man. I mean, him and Emmett, were big buddies
Oh,
back in the day.
if you wanted to play football, you wanted to be Daryl Johnston and Emmett Smith as a kid.
Yep, for sure.
And then Shepard goes to the Broncos.
Broncos are going to be a different team this year. Russell Wilson coming in at quarterback. If he's got anything left, the Broncos could be a threat.
Mm-hmm. Let's keep it moving on here. And here comes Brian's favorite team of all time, the Pittsburgh Maulers.
Whoop, whoop.
Yeah. Looks like these NFL teams stole these players from the Pittsburgh Maulers, but too bad it was petty theft.
And
So-
all it took was a pizza.
Yeah.
Which the players worked their butts off.
Oh, for sure.
We
yeah.
know
I mean,
where
I
the
just
problem
joking.
kind of lied with that.
Oh, yeah. It's at the top.
Farms goes to the Patriots, and Kemp goes to the Chargers.
Again, two good
And then you
teams,
got
man.
Bailey Gaither there, who was
Yeah.
big time on the offense for them. He goes to Ravens.
Yeah.
He was kind of the standout on the team. Gaither was.
Yeah, he was. For sure.
And then Brown goes to Jared's team of the Titans.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Gotta love the Titans, man.
So
Again, Titans are going to be a threat in their division in the NFL.
Uh-huh.
If they can get past Indianapolis with their new quarterback,
and this brings us to the Bandits. And I was showing Jerry, do y'all see the difference in the logos for the Bandits?
I do.
I wonder if they're going to switch that up this year.
I don't know.
Or did
They
somebody
might.
just get bored and say, hey, let's use the alternate logo?
I mean, only if it looks like Burt Reynolds.
Yeah, that's what we need. Trans Am.
With a screaming eagle, baby.
Yep.
And everybody needs to be sending thoughts to Derek Dillon for the team he got signed to.
Yeah, for sure.
Hopes and prayers.
Keep positive vibes going.
Cash them checks, baby, before they bounce, So.
Horrible.
And at least two. And at least two with the quarterback he'll be playing with, he'll know where to get a good massage.
Yeah, for sure.
Brad don't want to touch that one, do you?
No. I think it's best to stay away.
That's what he should have done. Anyways, moving on.
Obviously, yeah.
Meeks goes to the Saints, and the Saints ain't no bad team.
No, I mean, with the Saints, you got to see how Jameis Winston's going to do as your quarterback. I don't have a lot of high hopes, but all they have to do is beat Tampa Bay, and they'll be in the playoffs. So, because Atlanta and Carolina are going to suck. So,
yeah, and keep it moving on here. We get to the Gamblers. Hey, the Bengals made it to the Zubar and Davis. Davis goes to the Bengals.
Yeah, the runner-up, made it all the way to the Super Bowl with a team that nobody thought would, with a young quarterback. So,
and another gambler goes to the Bengals.
Yeah.
You can't beat a 49er, though.
Yeah, I mean, you got, again, two probably, good teams, based off of last year, I think San Francisco is going to change quarterbacks this year, and the Bengals are just looking to stack it up. So,
yeah. All right, keep it moving on. We got now to the Stars.
Buck Howard.
Yep.
Going to the Buccaneers.
Which is a good spot for him. I mean, Gronkowski retires. Tom Brady needs a target. He's got a lot of receivers that end up with injuries halfway through the season.
Yeah,
we could see some playing time for Buck Howard.
Yeah. And Gronk ain't coming back though. But
well, they're speculating he might just skip training camp. That way, he don't actually have to practice. So.
But
he's gonna go back to the wrestling.
That'd be a trick I should have tried.
I know it, yeah.
And we'll let Brian talk about who the Commanders signed.
Yeah, that would be Alex somebody.
Awiki boy. Awiki boo. Alaka boo. Or Kingo boo. I don't know. He's a good player though.
Alexander. And you know what's pretty good is most of these players are getting signed to good teams.
Right,
Yeah.
exactly. Except for Mr.
Colburn,
Colburn here.
well, you can't all be winners.
No, that's true. Yeah.
But Colburn was a good running back,
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
and then Devin Gray getting picked up by the Chiefs. That's like winning the lottery.
For
Welcome.
sure. I mean,
Welcome.
the Chiefs lose Tyreek Hill. He's in Miami now. Again, they need some more weapons. So,
Mm-hmm. And then we move on to Brian's second favorite team.
shave the stash. Yeah.
Ellis goes to the Dolphins, and they're
Yeah.
trying to build.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And the Eagles, they're a pretty consistent team. They may not have it great every year, but they're decent teams.
They're probably going to be a playoff team. Might be wild card or whatever, but they'll probably make the playoffs. I mean, Lord, they got Dallas and New York and the Commanders in their division. It shouldn't be too hard to beat them teams. At least two of them.
Yeah.
So
And then Hyman goes to the Packers.
yeah.
Packers have been picking up a lot of people from this league.
Right. And most of these NFL coaches have said, hey, there are some good players from this league. There was some good football played. So
Yeah.
that just gives credence to the league. It's going to help them for next year.
Well, that and they say how much money they're playing for too, so you ain't got to
Sure.
pay them as much as the other guys.
Well, that's got to be a big thing. These guys are going to take half or even less than that of what your other NFL free agents would take.
But the
And
biggest thing about this league though, these guys, wasn't really making that much, but they showed up and played, even though they was on a sucky team like this and
Right.
the Maulers, but they showed up and played.
Yeah, they care about the game.
Yeah.
you're getting guys that play for a reason, not for money.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then to kind of wrap it up here, here's some of the pitchers that's, as Brian was talking about from the Hall of Fame game, because all these players played. You got
Yeah, I mean, and I thought Slaughter
Sever,
looked pretty
Brown,
good.
and Slaughter.
Yeah, I thought Slaughter looked pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, I know it's the NFL preseason. I know half of the starting players on each team were not playing, but this is where they find out who's going to make the team because these guys that did play really care about the game and they want to be in it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But that's kind of a look at the signings that we know of and seen as the time of this recording.
Yeah, and guys, we'll try to post some short videos on YouTube, maybe update you on some, signings maybe once a week or how often we can get to it,
Should we tell them the little secret that we may be getting Coach's Corner in the off season?
Yeah, we may be doing a little separate thing, so ain't that right?
Let's bring it in here. Get that smile going.
That's right.
You might.
We're going to get.
We might get a Coach's Corner with some hunting tips. You never know.
Ooh.
Coach's Corner throw some stuff out there. We cover everything.
Whatever's on your mind, that's what we'll want to hear about. So,
cabbage folk, connies.
Does anybody got anything to add before we wrap this one up?
No, I think I'm good.
Ready for some college football.
It's just shocking to me that Scooby Wright didn't get signed yet.
Yeah, and maybe it's probably coming. I bet you somebody does pick him up.
Oh yeah, the guy's got a lot of heart.
Yeah.
Smith was a standout all season.
Yeah.
Well,
and I don't think Birmingham would have went under as good as what they did on the run without him.
No, for sure.
The guy, his daddy played for what was it, Philadelphia? What was his name? Yeah, he was a standout.
Yeah, for Tampa, wasn't it?
Yeah, I didn't see him get drafted.
No,
and he was a wide receiver.
Yeah,
I mean, there he is. There's a lot. And like I said, these guys, for the amount of money they played, they come out and showed they played. Papali was a shocker, you know.
Yeah,
Remember the first game we went down there and watched, all three of us. He was one of those standout ones.
for sure.
They come out of swinging.
Yeah.
Well, like you said, these guys care about the game. They're very passionate about them. And it doesn't matter. I mean, the money does matter. It obviously has to matter, but they don't have to have $10 million to play for you. They just got to believe in the coach and the team.
And no potato salad.
So
Yeah,
chicken
Pizza every
salad.
time.
chicken. Yeah, chicken salad.
Chicken
I think.
salad. I'm sorry. Potato salad's okay.
Yeah, I think potato salad's fine.
Potato salad, we wouldn't have had a bad year.
That's right.
That is true. It is true.
But guys, we're gonna wrap it up here for this week's show. Again, check us out every Friday. You can check us out on YouTube and Spotify. For the video show, check us out anywhere you find your favorite podcast on the audio platforms. Don't forget to like and share the show, tell your friends, and guys, we'll see you next time.